there's always a lot of misinterpretation, confusion, and what's a priority, Beis Medrash or Shul, and we work very hard to try to strike a happy medium, and it's a big hakors hatoiv, very big hakors hatoiv, and like the Yeshivah Zichron Mayer comes out Beis Medrash. It's really Rina Kure, the central point that we try to accomplish and stress. We have coming through our doors all sorts, and from all walks of life. We have Satmar Lubavitcher, we have Talmidei Chachomim, Koil Geleit, we have Americans, conservative, reform, observant, all that various strains, all from all walks of life. And we were one time, by us it's a Teres Chaim, and usually from Tchias HaMesim, there's a Tchias HaMesim in HaTeireh, those that come to say, this is all that they know about Yiddishkeit, many of them, that you have to come to say Kaddish. That's yeah. So when they lose a parent, they come to Shul to say Kaddish. We see the opportunity, we're opportunists, to bring them closer, that there's more than just the Kaddish alone, the Kaddish, the Yizkor. So it's a Teres Chaim. So one young man who lost his father, so he came to say Kaddish, and he wintered. He braved all the heat and ice and snow, and conscientiously, he didn't miss one Kaddish a whole year. And we took the opportunity to, more than Kaddish, you put on film, Shabbos, Kashrus, Yesodis, the very foundation of Shmiras HaTorah and Mitzvahs. A while later, he lost his mother as well. So for his mother, he just came to say Kaddish a very short time. To me, it came out like, it seemed, I put together that time span like Shloshim, and there's those Talmidei Chacham that give them advice that you don't have to spend that much time. They matter, streamline everything. Shiva is 3 days, and Kaddish is 30 days, things that you're not familiar with. You should never be familiar with that. And so I thought perhaps he was given that sort of direction and guidance. So I was trying to be in touch with him, but not to be too invasive, to make it sort of nonchalant. And it happened. Yom was Muslim. I met him in the street. So I said, David, I said, I'm very glad to run into you. I said, you came with such so conscientiously to say Kaddish for your father. I said, we enjoyed having you. I think you enjoyed also. Whatever you did for your father, I think your mother deserved the same. So he said, I'll tell you, Rabbi. He said, the way you came across, because I extended myself so to say Kaddish and also to do mitzvahs, to put on film and study kosher. So he said, that assured that my father should go to Gan Eden. I tell you the truth, my father and mother didn't get along. If I'll do the same for her that I did for him, till both end up in the same as I'll continue fighting. Let him stay where he is, let her stay where she is. So this is some of the things that we come across. And from Pesach until Rosh Hashanah we learn Perek, Moshe Kivul Torah Mishinai Misrael Yeshua. The whole Seder, the Messiah of Kabbalas HaTorah. Moshe Rabbeinu, he was Makabal HaTorah from Rabbanu Shalom Mishinai, and he gave it over to Yeshua. Yeshua in turn gave it to the Zikanim gave it to the Nevi'im, and the Nevi'im gave it over to the Anshe Knesset HaGdolah. The Gemara in Eruvin has a different Seder. The Gemara in Eruvin says like this here, that Moshe Rabbeinu lamad mipi agvura. Moshe Rabbeinu learned from the Rebbeinu Shalom, he learned Torah. And that was his Rebbe. Then after that, he gave over, he taught the Torah, the Gemara says in Eruvin, he taught the Torah to Eliezer, to Aaron HaKohen. Aaron HaKohen, when he finished teaching Kol HaTorah, he gave over the whole Torah to Aaron. So then Aaron went to the left of him, and Aaron's son, Bonav, sat and he taught the Torah, Kol HaTorah Kula, to his sons. When he finished teaching his sons, then the Zikanim came in. What happened to Yeshua? In Perek we see Yeshua, Moshe gave him Yeshua, and here he gave it over to Aaron HaKohen. The Gemara brings that Rabbi Yochanan had a Talmid Chaver, Reish Lakish. When Reish Lakish left this world, tragically, so it distressed, it grieved him so, Rabbi Yochanan, he couldn't go on living almost. So they tried to substitute, they tried to give him other Talmidim to take Reish Lakish's place. Chaim Brisker, when he was a child, so he came home one day from Cheder, and he told his father, Rabbi Fishbain, he said, I'm not going back to Cheder anymore, not to that Rebbe. So he said, why? What happened? So he said, there was a fight between two of my classmates. One was the son of a wealthy, prominent member of the community, an arrogant gevir, a takif, and one was a yosim, an orphan. The Rebbe took the side of the prominent, wealthy individual. He says, somebody who doesn't have a heart, Rahmanis, compassion for someone who can't take your side, for a yosim, he said, I don't want to learn by a Rebbe like that. So, Rabbi Yeshivah felt that he's saying something that he can't just, there is something to this. He didn't force the issue, he sent him to another cheder. So we see that the role of a Talmud is something very special. It's something that it's irreplaceable. A Rebbe can't go on without Talmidim. A Rebbe is not a Rebbe unless he has Talmidim. Yeshua was not together of a Talmud like Aaron HaKohen. Yeshua was, people told me, my Rabbeinu Masor, he gave over the Torah to Yeshua, he gave over a Torah Sheval Peh, for posterity, for all times, until our days here in White Lake, to continue to give over to the Zikadim, to the Zikadim, to Nevi'im. That was a different kind of Torah. That was Yedias HaTorah. That was Halachis. Besides that, there's more to it than that. This Moshe Rabbeinu was looking for, he took a Talmud like Aaron. Aaron, who was Oyev Sholem, Roidev Sholem. Aaron HaKohen, who was always so concerned, like we see by Yeshivah Tzaddik. Yeshivah Tzaddik, it brings there that he was imprisoned. So Yeshivah Tzaddik, who was imprisoned, he just took the time, and he noticed the difference between the Saraifim, the Saramashkim, the chief butler and chief baker. He noticed in prison who is in a good mood, but nobody's full of simcha. Everybody's depressed. Everybody. What did he see here that he said, why are you so depressed? Every prisoner is depressed, but there's a difference between one depression and the other. Because he took the time, that compassion, that sensitivity that Joseph had. Because of that, it rescued the world from a hunger. Because of that, they saw that his interpreting. They told him they had a dream, and the interpreter, interpreted the dream, and went back, this interpretation went back to Paroi, and Paroi, because of that, who has also Chalom, his dreams, so he called Yosef from prison, and he gave him an answer how to save the world from a hunger. So Moshe Rabbeinu was looking for that Talmud like you Bachurim, who constantly, you're intelligent, you're observant, you don't just accept things the way they are. You want to understand the Rashi exactly why Rashi said this. You ask again a kasha, you ask further. You want to make sure that you have it clearly. From this, not only you grow, your Rebbes grow too. This is what's so very special about this olam. Because of this chusim of your Beis Medrash, of Zichron Mayer, which is, it's one of the best kept secrets. I want to tell you something. It's one of the best kept secrets, but whoever finds out the secret is overwhelmed, and they go away with so inspired and so moved and touched by that atmosphere in your Beis Medrash because of you, Talmidim. Please continue. It's our pleasure. Thank you very much for coming here today. And if we can invite you to come again, the invitation is open, come again and again. We'll be together to greet Mashiach to the kingdom of heaven. Amen.
Amen. Rabbi Fishbain, tell us, what happened at the beginning with that Beis Medrash that you moved to this one?